Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and we're going back into Variant 6, Contamination, Chapter 2.1. This is with the Electro boss. We're going on this left side now, and, when I first saw some videos come out about, like, Rhino and Mole Man and whatever being able to, like, cheese this, I was like, oh, that looks interesting, and I looked at it, I'm like, whoa, that looks super easy. Because I saw somebody do it with like, or somebody said they used their 6-star Rhino. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have a 6-star Rhino. And my 5-star Rhino is only 235. So this path has monster and beast. So when you're unstoppable or unblockable, you regen and then you reverse healing. And then this has aggression and regen. So the whole idea behind this is do a little dance and then dash at them with Rhino. With Rhino, when you do a dash attack, you trigger Unstoppable. It's passive, but it will trigger the Beast that reverses the regen. And so you just don't want to hit them. And they get the aggression regeneration going, and then you do a dash. And then just like that, they're dead. Because the aggression regeneration is going up so fast. And then you do a negative 200% reversal on those dash attacks with the unstoppables, and I didn't hit them once. And so I did that fight and I was like, holy crap, 2-star Rhino, 2-star rank 2 5-star Rhino is a beast on this line. And yeah, it works really well. So we're gonna go on this whole outside path and use Rhino, and pretty much it works like for the whole path. So basically you just don't want to hit them, because every time you hit them, you take off one of the aggression regeneration buffs that they're getting, their passives, and it knocks it down so they won't regenerate as fast. So you want to let them regenerate, kind of just stall out, hit into their block, and then just let them go. So there I did a little intercept. That's not ideal. You just want to let them build up as many of those passive regenerations as possible, and then dash into them, and then it reverses it. Plus, you also regen. So, I mean, if you have a lower ranked Rhino like I do, or if you use like a 4-star or even a 3-star or a 2-star could technically work. If you get hit, you'll be hurting, but if it doesn't kill you, you can regen from it. So, I mean, that Goldpool went down super fast. His other regen triggered, and it was on top of the aggressive regeneration, and just goes down super fast. So sorry, we're waiting for this last energy to come down to move up to the next tile before we use a refill. But yeah, Rhino so cheeses this path. I know other people had put videos on it, but yeah, just another example. This is how I used them for this left side. Alternative, if you don't have a Rhino, I know Mole Man can do this, same kind of thing. And then Void. I mean, Void loves aggressive regeneration. Just get a couple debuffs on them and then kind of do your little dance, and they'll do basically the same thing. You won't get the extra reversal, you won't get the regeneration, but you can just kind of do your thing. And yeah, I mean, that Sentry goes down super fast, no hits received, just hitting into the block. Is this too easy? Yeah, I think this is too easy. I mean, I don't know, it makes me wonder when Kabam designs some of these nodes, if they have like these champs in mind. Like, oh, they should use these guys, but being able to use a rank 2 5-star 4K PI Rhino on a 40,000 PI champ and take them down in like 20 seconds with no hits, like, I don't know, I mean, it's kind of fun, but at the same time, you're just like, seems kind of, I don't know. So I did hit him a lot there. I shouldn't have. I was trying to get some space, but he's going down now. Loki does have that passive power gain, and if you don't have that regen on, they regen back up way fast. But I mean, as long as you don't hit them and you let those aggressive regens keep building up, just like that, they're dead. I mean, it's like I don't know, a little too crazy for me. I mean, enjoyable, but at the same time, you're like, is this a joke? Was this intended? But yeah, so far so good. Rhino is beasting it up. We're going against this Colossus. All of these fights have the same nodes, with the monster and the beast. Unstoppable or unblockable gives you a regen and does a negative 200% reversal on their regeneration. So there I did get tagged, it looked like right there, but I was regenning, and yeah, this guy's going down. So the more you don't hit him, the better it is for you, because the reversal on the regeneration is going to be just massive. I mean, you could dance around a lot, and just kind of not hit him. It just really depends on how like passive the AI is. And if they're super passive, that's great. If they're kind of aggressive, then you kind of gotta, work around that, do some parries. Hopefully they dash back so you can dash into them. And yeah, and here's a Guardian. Guardian, he can be a pain sometimes because you typically can't do a lot of special attacks unless you're taking off his armor. And his special one, I feel like is easy to evade. His special 2's got a couple more parts to it, but it can do you can get hit with some big energy damage. So we're just gonna go back in with the Rhino. Same nodes, same strategy. Do a little dance, dash back, dash into him, hit him into his block, and let the regen get reversed. And yeah, I mean, no problem whatsoever. And I think the only thing that can really go awry with the dashes is that, Rhino can be unblockable, and if he goes unblockable, you're going to hit him, and you're going to take off some of the regens. But I mean, look at this. I mean, that whole path was very, very smooth. I did get hit one time on Colossus, I think, but Rhino's at full health. So rank 2, 5-star. Am I going to rank up Rhino anytime soon? Absolutely not. I don't think he has a lot to his kit. I mean, for this node combination, it's great. But yeah, so here, now we're going into this Vision Aarkus. So I'm like, this Vision Aarkus, I think it has similar nodes. So I look at it. It's got Beast and it's got Regen. So it doesn't have the monster. So you don't get the Regen on the dashes, but you do the heal reversal. Plus he's doing a 1% heal permanently. And so I'm like, well, I'll go in with Rhino and see if I can do this. And I think I have seen some others that do end up completing this successfully. So like right there, I got an unblockable, which was kind of unfortunate because I want less hitting to give him less power. And then I'm starting to get backed up just a little. And we almost got him. And we get the armor, and then I get tagged. And that armor, not the armor, the cold snap is pretty potent. And I'm unable to dex the L2 fully, and I die with 9% left. But I mean, overall, Rhino was a beast for this path. I think I go in and finish him off with Doom, I think. Maybe Void? No, Doom. I try to use Void on the next path. So we're going to finish him off here. And yeah, I mean, Rhino can technically do every single fight on this path on the outside with no sweat. So I mean, a little bit more tricky. I stayed close to Aarkus a little bit too much, but had I not gotten that armor break, I should have been fine. If you have a higher ranked Rhino, I definitely would have survived because you would have had enough health to deal with the cold snap. But regardless, we get the assist with Doom, and then we come into this Star-Lord. And I think do I use Void again? I don't remember. Let's check this out. Come on. What is the plan? I think I'm just looking at this guy like, should I revive? I think maybe I was thinking I should revive Rhino. Yeah. So I go in with Void, 1% regen, get a couple debuffs on this dude, and he's just gonna suck him dry with no problem. And yeah, so this is a pretty standard fight. I'll let this one play out, and I'll see you at the next one, coming in with the boss of Electro. Alright, so we're taking this Star-Lord out. We got Fear of the Void on. Heal reversal is just sucking him dry. He dies, 56 hits. Pretty easy, pretty safe fight to use Void on. Now we're going up to this Electro, and so I've already beaten Electro with Omega and with my 4-star Magneto. And I was like, who should I use? And I think I was like considering, I wonder if I should use Doom, and if he would work okay. And I was like, nah, the extra Electro Thorns damage is gonna be too much for him. And I was kind of wishy-washy, and I selected Doom, and then I went back. I'm like, nah, I'll just use Omega. He's full health, and we'll get a cleaner run on him. And I should have just went in with Doom just to try it. But I didn't. But I end up getting tagged towards, I don't know, maybe like 2/3 of the way through by his unblockable L1. I wasn't able to get out of reach. And then we go back in with Doom. So here I was like, should I use Doom? Or am I going to die from Thorns damage and Electro stuff? Or am I going to be able to heal? And so I was like, nah, I'll go in with the Mega. But I should have just went in with Doom just for fun. But Omega Red is really good. Basically use mediums, L2, L3. If you use light attack and heavies, and if you use light attacks, you can get Thorns damage because the tentacles on the light attacks are just regular hits, regular contact hits. And you're thinking, oh, this guy's not going down too fast, but like once you get 10 spores locked in, that damage is pretty good. I know a lot of people say you have to have suicides to make Omega Red like awesome, and I don't disagree that he isn't like incredible when he has that spore damage with the bleed. The death field at the start of the fight, but I use and I have used Omega like tons and tons of content, and never with suicides, and he's amazing. And I don't know, I really enjoy playing with Omega. He's just an awesome champ. If you kind of got a different style with just kind of a slow play, lock in the spore damage. Yeah, see right there, I was trying to go back in to lock in the spores, and I'm like, oh, he's got a L1, and I backed out too late. So I got tagged and I died, and so I'm like, okay, well, now I'll really go in with Doom and see if he can't do this. And the damage that you get from Electro is not that much. I mean, I took a couple and I got a crit on that one, and then here I throw an L1 and we're regenning, and I'm like, oh, like that's not too bad. And so my whole idea here is to spam special ones and use a lot of light attacks while Hazareth is up to steal power and to basically get back to L1, and then just keep spamming L1. So that's the strategy. And then the L1 is going to nullify. So like right there, I kind of stalled so that I can hit him with an L1 and nullify both the regen and the armor. I mean, technically, you start off with the heal reversal because it's unblockable and it's good to heal reverse the arc overload. But in order to get that, you do have to throw the special one, and the special one can nullify up to 3 buffs. So you get a little bit of reversal, and then you take it all off, and then you just do damage. But like when you look at this, like I started out like with a third left and just spamming L1s and doing lots of light attacks. Keeps Doom healthy and slowly takes Electro down. So a Doom can work on this. I'm certain like a Rhino could work. A Mole Man definitely could work. Yeah, anybody that's got those passive unstoppables or unblockables, they just do really, really well on this path, on this node. And yeah, so there we go. We got Electro down again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.